Hello, everyone, and welcome to the NTR podcast. I am one of your hosts, Raven the Wraith. Just call me Raven. And our other hosts are.
Hello everyone, my name is Loaded Monkey. I am, as usual, very wholesome and glad to be back for this episode that I'm very excited about.
And the other one.
Hello, everybody. I am Air of Karma. You can call me Karma. I'm the stuffed one of these.
I like how you just called him the other one. He's
Yeah.
not Karma, he's just the other one.
Well, I didn't want to take his introduction away from him, you know? Also,
Fair enough.
it's a little loud.
Not a
There we
very
go.
good introduction. It's the truth of the introduction.
Exactly. So, let me sit up so you guys can actually hear me properly. Today's episode is going to be about The Witcher. Monkey knows about The Witcher. Me and Karma have watched a video about the history of The Witcher. It is by the Leaderboard. It is called The Witcher Game Series Timeline by the Leaderboard. We wrote down a couple of questions, and Monkey is going to do his best to answer these questions, and then we're just going to generally talk about the game if we have time left over. So,
And if you have any questions about The Witcher in Twitch chat, we'll
Yep.
make sure Monkey has them.
feel free to ask any questions or chat. We're always welcome. We love it when people chat.
Also, sorry if there wasn't any episode last week. There was a
Cancellation.
cancellation because of our guest had some technical issues with her computer.
Yeah. And you gave out all the notifications this week, right? No, you didn't.
I'm doing it right now.
Okay. So let's not jump into a question. Let's give Monkey a second to think. So I have never played. Well, okay, that's a lie. I have played The Witcher 3 for like an hour when there was a free weekend or some shit. Or maybe I bought it and then refunded it because I didn't like it very much because it was, you know, the third game in the series. Obviously, I was confused. From what I've gathered, though, the game is a open world RPG with a central story and plot. You are the Witcher, basically you're a Witcher, which is a group
Witcher.
that basically is a bunch of mercenaries that are super powered.
You just pissed off a lot of people.
Well, that's why I have to ask, because in the video, it's one of my questions, so we'll get to that when we get to it.
They're not your typical mercenary. A mercenary is hired to kill people.
No, it's an assassin.
Necessarily.
You know, it's a hired sword to go fight against people.
Yeah, a hired sword is a mercenary. An assassin is someone who is hired to kill people.
Yeah, I wouldn't say a Witcher is a mercenary because Witcher is technically a whole other profession.
I suppose, yes. Okay, you have enough time. You can start answering questions now, right, Monkey? Let me turn you down a little bit so you're at even volume. Okay. I have my first question. I'm going to ask these out of order, by the way. So,
Alright.
where is it? Okay, my third question I wrote down, and this is the first thing I need to know. What order are the games in? Because it seems like the third game is half prequel, half sequel.
The third game is the third in the series, and they follow up from the first one to the third one. But if you want, because if you start from the third game, you're getting the Witcher story, but you're not getting what came beforehand.
Okay.
The very start of the Witcher games, of the world of the Witcher, starts with the novels of Andrzej Sapkowski.
Hello, Zan.
But yeah, when you start as because I started playing with The Witcher with the second game.
Oh, sorry.
I am now playing the first game because I could only have it on like Xbox first generation, and now that I have a decent computer, I can play it on PC.
Okay.
So when you start in the first game, wait, what you were about to ask?
I was gonna say, apologies if there's any audio issues. I'm trying to change something. Oh, yep, there's audio issues. Hang on. Okay.
There is?
No, I think the audio's fixed.
Stuff here.
I was trying to see if there's a way to use a hotkey so whenever I cough, I won't have to blow out your guys' eardrums, but I don't think there is.
Couldn't you just use the
Mute
noise
button.
suppression?
No, the noise suppression won't work because my coughs are too loud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, by the way, hi guys, I have COVID. So that's why
Yeah,
I'm a bit sick, and that's why we didn't do an episode last week as well, because I also had COVID.
And we'll hope he'll get better.
Yeah, hopefully I'm better by the Saturday for D&D, and then next week I should be completely good. Hopefully.
When is the next?
The next campaign is whenever we're done with the first one.
All right, fair enough. So to get back to your question, the games go from 1 to 3.
Okay, so 1, 2, and 3, and then there's also a
Yeah.
DLC for the third game, is that right? Is that just come after the main story?
Yeah, but I feel like you can the like, especially like Blood and Wine, because Blood and Wine comes and gives a nice ending to the Witcher series.
Oh, okay.
Especially if you got ending in the main game. Your ending in the main game will heavily affect the ending animation that you'll get, like where Geralt ends up.
Yeah.
So, like the story of the main storyline of Blood and Wine is only affected by Blood and Wine, or at a certain point.
Also, hello,
But
Noisy.
the ending animation where like it goes like, okay, Geralt lived da da da, is heavily affected by the choices you make in the main story.
Yeah, because the video that me and Karma watched, they basically said that there was 3 endings, or was there 4 endings, Karma, or was there 3?
Blood and Wine?
I don't know if it included Blood or Wine or not.
I mean, they are like
it ends
new
with
endings.
a short like thing after Ciri closes the portal or whatever, goes through the portal. They said one of the endings is she dies and Gerald, whatever, basically.
Spoiler, by the way.
Yeah, totally huge spoilers, by the way. Literally the ending of the game. Basically Ciri dies and then he lets himself get killed while he holds her necklace. That's one ending. The second ending was she returns but is basically forced to be like a queen or like a princess, whatever. The third ending was that the two of them go together and become Witchers together. And then I think the fourth ending is he settles down with either Triss or
Yennefer.
Yennefer, yeah.
Which, if you ask me, the Yennefer ending is the best one. I fucking love the Yennefer ending.
I mean, it seems like the
Triss ending, excuse me, the Triss ending. Like, Yennefer is a bitch, honestly. Like, she looks really pretty. But she's a bitch.
It seemed like the best ending is the one where they go together as like daughter and like dad.
Well, because in the Triss ending or the Yennefer ending, because the only difference in the two is the fact that the woman you're with, you settle down with them and you continue forming Ciri to be a good Witcher.
Oh, okay. I thought Ciri was completely out of the picture in that ending.
No, because technically, this is gonna sound kind of fucked, but Triss is like unofficially Triss's sister, and Yennefer is kind of like Triss's mother.
Okay.
But like Triss and Geralt are technically Triss's adoptive parents. Weird family to grow up
You
in.
mean
but whatever.
Ciri?
Cirilla, yes.
Yeah, okay.
And you can either like decide to have a life with Triss or a life with Yennefer. So you can basically train the girl while fucking the sister.
Okay. Well,
I've heard of worse endings, so
yeah, I heard the one where Gerald lets himself die. Geralt, I mean.
Yeah, because like the ending with Triss is like, Triss is such a lovable character, and I have a thing for redheads. And like Triss is
Even he-
such a beautiful and a kind character. Like especially among witches in that game, witches in that game tend to be bitches, and mages are assholes.
Yeah, they didn't really go into that in the video, and I was wondering that for one of my questions. Let's ask another question first, though. What world does each game take place in?
They're all in the same world. I don't know the name of the world. I don't. If it was ever mentioned, I did know it. Did not know it. But most happen in the north. Like the first game takes place in Kedron, which is basically like where Morin, the school of Witcher, is located in the country of Kedwin, but it isn't ruled over by the king
Okay.
because the Witchers are an independent order.
Yeah.
They're not like a king can hire a Witcher, but there is no active like there's no Witcher that works actively for one king.
Well, that was another question I had, actually, was early in the video they mention that when the Nords invaded, or settled, whatever they did, the Witchers were formed around the same time, and it sounded like the Witchers worked primarily for the Nords until they became mercenaries.
Well, the Witchers were always like hired swords to kill monsters.
I thought they just did it for free.
No, you have to pay, and hiring a Witcher is fucking expensive. Like
Yeah.
some villages in The Witcher 3 will actually like get together to pay like 400 gold, which is a fucking like huge sum for like poor villagers just to have like a Leshen killed or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is a Leshen?
A Leshen is I'll find a picture for you. It's a woodland spirits that will pierce you with roots if you try to if you get in its territory.
I have a picture of it. I'll throw it up on screen. If it loads. No, don't save image. Open image in new tab. Why is it so small?
I don't know.
Okay, there we go. There is a picture of the Leshen.
And it's as you can probably guess, it's really weak against the sign called Igni, which is basically the like damage spell.
Fire. Yeah, okay.
I don't know which class of monster it is though.
Either way.
So where was I before we drifted off on this?
Witchers aren't mercenaries. Or, I mean, they
Right.
are mercenaries, technically, but...
Well, they still differs from like a regular mercenaries because a Witcher is a mutant. So and witches are far rarer because like you don't tell a Witcher he's a mercenary because the active name of the profession is Witcher. You're not a mercenary, you're a Witcher.
What if you didn't know what a Witcher was?
Everyone in in the world of the Witcher, like Witchers are infamous. Everyone
Well,
knows them.
okay.
Either as freaks.
My question, though, is that Siri, I think it's Siri, opens portals to alternate universes.
Yeah.
What if they don't know what a Witcher is, then?
Well, Ciri is the only one able to do that though. Because
Well,
of the
yeah,
blood.
but, like, what if Gerald and Siri go...
Geralt.
Geralt and Siri go to, like, an alternate universe where they don't know what a Witcher is, and they're like, a mercenary. Well, he wouldn't get offended by that, I'd assume.
I don't think Geralt would go and call himself a mercenary. He would maybe use the term to explain what the Witcher is. But
Yeah.
considering like Geralt's inability to wait very long when it's not people he cares about, like if it's not someone he cares about, he tends to get it, as proven by the Butcher of Blaviken nickname.
Well, that
Which
was.
is
It sounded like it was more of a misunderstanding than anything else.
the Butcher of Blaviken.
Yeah, the story behind it in the video, basically, there was some guys who were about to start killing people, and he just killed them first, basically.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, "What the fuck? This guy just started killing everyone." And he's like, "What? They're gonna start something." And they like shunned him and called him the butcher, and then banished him from the village or whatever.
Well, what would you do if someone started killing random people and not everyone in the city in that village knew?
Well, yeah, I
Would-
mean, it's just weird that like, because I don't know the full story, it's kind of hard to describe the way I think about it. But it seems like he was killing bandits, not random people.
Well, he was killing like village people from that were from the village that were under that followed a cursed woman.
Hmm.
Cursed from the curse of the Black Sun, which is a infamous curse in The Witcher that like is like the curse that the woman who has the curse of the Black Sun can kill some important person. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I read up on the curse of the Black Sun
Is that from the books, or is that from the game?
books.
Okay. Alright, I have another question now.
Oh yeah, it breaks the curse of the Black Sun. The people with the curse of the Black Sun can turn into Lilith and like bring ruin upon the world.
Okay, so basically like the chosen people.
Yeah, but in a bad way.
Eh. Okay, so my question is this series based on another fantasy work, or is it inspired by generic fantasy works?
It's inspired by the novels, as I said in the start, of Andrzej Sapkowski, and I've read all of them. They are amazing. If you are looking for something that isn't like a light novel, but that is like a masterpiece, if you like fantasy, I would strongly suggest them.
So, okay, so it's like a world with like dragons and ghouls and goblins and shit like that. But is it? I don't know if there's goblins, but I was just saying in general, it has things like that. It has orcs, I'd assume. A lot of those people are.
No, there's no orcs actually.
Okay, that's surprising. But I do know that there's dragons.
I know there's dwarves, elves, and
There's a lot of draconids.
Yeah. So basically, my question is it inspired by like the Tolkien universe, like how most fantasy is, or is it like its own unique thing where like dragons aren't evil, they're good actually, or something like that? Or does it follow the tropes?
I feel like it's its own thing. Because what Mr. Sapkowski did, I feel like he wandered around the world and like grabbed different beats from different folklore and adapted them to his own taste instead of picking the world of someone else. And like in the second game, you meet a spoiler alert. If you don't want a huge spoiler on Saskia in the second game, don't listen to this. Saskia that you meet if you side with the elves in the second game is actually a dragon, and she's a really nice dragon because she fights to save a town of elves and dwarves against the really xenophobic Kedwinian
Okay.
people. So it differs from dragon to dragon, but most dragons tend to leave you alone if you don't fuck with them.
Right. Which is kind of like how a lot of dragons are, unless you're playing like D&D or something. They're always like, I'll protect my horde, but I won't ever like leave my horde. That's how most dragons are.
Yeah. Like the only time you see a hostile dragon is at the start of the second game, and it's because that dragon was controlled.
Alright, they talked about that in the video. They also talked about in the video that there was somebody trying to steal the like formula that makes Witchers Witchers.
Yeah, that's in the first game.
Right.
That's literally the opening tutorial of the first game.
Okay. So question. I have a few questions.
Right.
Is it expensive / hard to get this mixture?
I don't know the full recipe to become a Witcher. I know that you need to pass through the Trial of the Herbs, which is the
Trial of the
hard
Herbs,
part.
that's what it's called.
The Trial of the Herbs are extremely deadly. Approximately 3 Witchers out of 10 make it out alive.
Yes. But in exchange, you're basically a superhuman.
You're a mutant. You get you can see in the dark. Your heart beats incredibly slower. Poison doesn't. You gain insane reflexes and strength.
Again, you're basically a superhuman.
Yeah, because a Witcher can easily like.
Here's a question for you, Monkey. Are all Witcher abilities the same, or are they different for each Witcher?
They tend to slightly differ from school to school based on the training they get, except for the cat school in the third game, because in most games, because Witchers from the cat school, Witchers tend to have inhibited emotion, where like they don't feel much emotions. They're almost emotionless, beside like very few emotions, like mainly friendship can still
And
be
love.
felt. And love, but beyond that, they don't feel much more. Like you'll never see fear in a Witcher's eyes.
Hmm.
Anger, like love, friendship, and anger are the 3 main things. Beyond that, most emotions are inhibited. The cat school did the opposite and amplified the emotions.
Hmm.
So cat school Witchers are basically murderers at this point. They are incredibly violent and unstable.
Oh. Okay. I was about to say that it might be the opposite, but okay.
No, they are extremely unstable and violent. Like in the third game, you meet a Witcher that destroyed an entire town for refusing to pay up. Which you could argue that Geralt did the same, which you have an option to say, but Geralt literally was killing bandits, and that guy basically like murdered like an entire town except for the little girl.
Okay. So, I have another question now about the Witcher, what is it called again? The Pact of the Herbs?
Trial of the Herbs.
Trial of the Herbs. Why do the Witchers care about protecting it as like it's a secret or something and not just giving everyone the recipe?
Imagine if armies of kings and of kingdoms could get the recipe to creating armies of Witchers.
Well, yeah, but then they'd only have 30% of an army.
Yeah, but do you know how much stronger than a normal soldier a Witcher is?
Well, yeah, I do. But that's exactly my point, is why wouldn't that be common knowledge? Why wouldn't, like, everyone be taking the trial? Like, okay, think of it in our world, right? If there was, like, a thing where if you ate, like, a specific leaf, you could have a chance to become, like, a superhuman, but there's only a 30% chance of survival. Would you want to do it?
No.
I would. 70% chance is good, and 30% is good as well. 100% win-win, baby.
I mean, like I said, like the main thing about Witcher, like it's a closely guarded secret,
Yeah.
and for Witchers, giving that out was always viewed as the worst idea possible, based on the fact that like kings, especially in the north, are always in feud and fighting. In the southern province, they are more tamed, and even them don't know how to make Witchers. Witchers keep that secret closely guarded. Even Vesemir, that you meet as the Elder Witcher, in the game in the Witcher 3 doesn't know how to create Witchers, because most Witchers were murdered in an event known as the Salamander attack. When
Okay.
they were a group of Witcher haters that were led by a magician.
So basically, okay, but I find it hard to believe that there isn't at least one Witcher who is like, yeah, I support this king more than everyone else. Here's the secret to making Witchers. But I guess if they don't know the secret themselves, then that would be kind of hard to
Only a
sell.
few elder Witchers know how to make Witchers.
Yeah.
Geralt doesn't know, Lambert doesn't know, Eskill doesn't know, no one in the Witcher. There's no currently in the Witcher universe. There's no one who knows how to make Witchers, or almost no one. In the Wolf School, no one knows how to make Witchers, because the
Got
one
it.
who did know were killed on the line of duty.
So now my question is, how do they make new Witchers then if they don't know how?
I mean, the obvious answer would be to go to a magician and have the genes spliced. But that's if they really want to, because like Lambert said, he never wants to. Lambert is another Witcher from the Wolf School. He said he never wants to see anyone else ever again in his life go through the trial of the herbs.
I mean, it sounds very similar to the Dark Blood thing from, drawing a blank on the names, Dragon Age.
It's very painful.
Yeah. It's painful, it's awful, you have a high chance of dying, but if you survive, you get, like, amazing benefits.
Well, Dragon Age term, you said, Raven. Your benefits aren't that great.
Your benefits are that you can sense Darkspawn, and in that universe, that's fucking huge.
Yeah, but you die like at 30. In the Witcher universe, a Witcher can live to 400 years old.
I'm not saying they're equal, I'm just saying they're both good. I would take both if I knew I would survive. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough.
Okay. Karma, do you have a question you want to ask Monkey before I get to my last 5?
Oh, I had another one about the schools.
Okay, go ahead.
So, how many different schools are there? I mean, I know there's the one of the wolf, the viper, but how many exactly are there?
Like I said, there's the School of the Wolf, which is the most traditional Witcher school that teaches the art of being a Witcher in the most traditional way. There's the Viper school.
There's the cat school.
Yep, the cat school that, like the name suggests, cat schools are renowned to be violent and to and be unstable. The Viper school is like you. What the fuck was that guy's name? Leto, thank you. Leto. Leto carries two huge knives that he carries alongside his steel and silver blades. They are trained, like the Viper name says, to kill with poison. They know poison. They know poison, if I remember correctly.
It'd be kind of hard to poison like a werewolf or something, though. So I'd imagine that's why they carry the silver daggers.
Well, the silver sword is for magical monsters in general.
Oh, right, yeah.
Werewolves.
So is there more schools, or is it just those 3?
There's the Bear School, which is located in Skellige. Skellige being more of a Viking. Alright, whatever. Is more of a Skellige is like Viking things.
Yeah.
And Bear Skull Witchers are more like lone wolves, in the sense that if the two Witchers from the Bear Skull encounter one another, there will be a fight and one Witcher will come out.
Yeah.
Right, thanks, Defected.
Thanks. I don't know what message they sent. I assume it was a bot though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Okay.
Good. The may they burn in oblivion.
My viewers, Prime, followers,
Okay.
Nightbot win.
Yep.
So that's 4 schools.
There are others too, like the Griffin School, which I love the armor. There's no really a lot of insight on it, and is it Mandiblore in? I'm gonna assume it's Mandiblore in English.
More
And the
quiet as fuck
Mandiblore-
on stream. All right, I'll turn it up a little. There you go. That's the best I can do.
And the Mandiblore School, which is based in fuck, what's the name of that? In the place where the Blood and Wine DLC takes place. In Beauclair. Beauclair.
Monkey has been turned up. If he still is quiet, then there's nothing else I can do.
Am I still quiet?
Ow, you're blowing up my ears again, so you're probably fine.
Sorry.
No, it's not you, it's Defected. I'm blaming Defected for this.
The fact that you killed his eardrums.
Yeah, you're making me die. No, we're not quiet. I'm literally peeking on my fucking microphone. Turn up your audio. Karma is quiet, though. There's nothing we can do about Karma. Karma's always quiet.
I like my quiet self. Thank you very much.
Can't even hear you over the audio. The background music.
Then maybe the background music's too
We're
loud.
not that bad on stream. I think that's defected.
Yeah, I think it's
Side.
Defected, because I literally am in the
Guys
red.
chat, are we noisy? Are we low on your side, or is that just a defected thing? I see you in chat because I'm in mod view.
Okay. Anybody else in chat other than Defected, are we quiet on your end?
You're always quiet. You're not a reference.
Okay, I need to turn it on Monkey. I can't deal with him this loud.
Dodge.
Sorry, bud.
All right.
Alright,
If
there
we're
we go.
gonna, so let's just continue with it.
Yeah, I've gone deaf, honestly.
Death Raven.
Yep. That's my nickname.
I
Okay,
know.
so basically, you were going way in depth on this, but he just wanted to know how many schools are there.
Yeah, like how many?
Wolf, Viper, Cat, Bear, Mandiblore, Griffin. So 6.
What is Mandiblore? It's the only one you haven't explained.
Other than the fact that it's looking in Beauclair, I don't.
Okay.
It's a made-up school for the Beauclair DLC,
Ah,
for the Blood and Wine DLC.
but there's potentially more that we don't know about, I assume, then.
I mean, there might be more schools that open up when, like, if Witchers ever come back in like major need.
Yeah.
But right now, those are the schools that we have.
Okay. Also, hello, Spiff. I did
Hi,
see your
Spiff.
message. Let me just get rid of question 10. Okay. Number 7. Why is sorcery considered a crime in Niflgaard?
Nilfgaard, and
Nilfgaard,
who
right.
told you that?
The fucking lady on the video. She said that sorcery is considered a crime.
Yeah, not in Nilfgaard.
I don't know.
Yeah, Nilfgaard is not above, is not above abusing magic and use necromancy.
Hmm.
The place Yennefer was trapped in.
What?
Lefto tells you when Lefto tells you what happened to Yennefer, that place.
Niffle.
Yeah, that's what Raven was asking.
I heard Niflgaard.
Nilfgaard. Nilfgaard.
Nilf. That's how I think it's spelled.
Nilfgaard. It's pronounced Nilfgaard.
Okay. Is it considered a crime there, sorcery,
No.
or no? Okay.
Like I said, and Yennefer at the start of the game is the court magician for Emir Var Emrys, the Emperor
Alright.
of Nilfgaard.
Okay.
So no, and they are not above using usually frowned upon magic like necromancy.
Got it. Alright, I only have 3 questions left, and I'm gonna save that first one for last, because that one I feel like is gonna be a long one. Are the Wild Hunt the main bad guys of the series, or at least of the video games?
They are hinted at in the first and second game. They only are the bad guy the main bad guys in the climax of the
Third game?
in this basically in the entirety of the third game.
Okay.
In the second game, the antagonist, the main antagonist is the Witcher from the school of the Viper.
Okay.
And I can't tell you who's the antagonist. Could probably be the guys who stole the mutagens here and the Witcher formula in the first game.
Okay. Okay, 2 questions left. I don't know if you can even answer this one. Where did the 7 dwarves who watch over the sleeping Ciri come from?
I don't have a fucking clue. I think they just found her and decided to take care of her.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty much how much I expected from that.
Reference.
Yeah, no, it was just there to be a reference, I know, but like... Just
Yeah,
7
it's a
dwarves
reference
to
to,
show up. It's a reference to Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, it's a Snow White reference.
Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, same thing.
What?
No, it's not though.
Though they're the same person. Sleeping Beauty is Snow White.
No. What the fuck? No.
Yeah, they are. Well, yeah, I guess it depends on which lore you're talking about, which mythology or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Folklore, that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay, folklore. Yeah, in Disney, it's different then.
Oh yeah, in Disney it's probably different. Wait, no, in Disney I thought they were the same person. Man, I don't fucking
No,
know.
Snow White is one person and Sleeping Beauty is another.
Okay, either way. Alright, Karma, you asked all your questions, right?
Yeah, I had them all answered.
Alright, Monkey, it's time for you to splurge. What is your favorite monster?
Oh boy, we're gonna get into a fucking list because I don't have a specific favorite monsters because there's a fuckload of monsters in those games.
I might need you to type me the name out so I can show pictures of them on screen.
Can you go and pick Regis?
Which-
Rejis.
Rejis? Witcher.
The Witcher.
Yep. That is, if I believe correctly, the Vampire Lord?
A superior vampire, yes.
Okay, give me 1 second. I assume you want his vampire-looking self, not his normal-looking self.
I mean, you can show both.
Ugh. Why is this low
Ugh.
quality? Ugh, because it's low
So,
quality.
superior vampires are monsters that come from the conjunction of the spheres. This event is the event that brought many of the magic-based entities to the world of The Witcher. And Regis is actually a friend of Geralt.
I thought he was a, no.
Yes, he's a superior. He's a superior vampire. He also doesn't drink blood because drinking blood for a superior vampire is not mandatory. It's basically like a drug.
Got it.
So you can feed on normal food. It's just that most superior vampires start drinking blood and then get addicted to it.
Okay.
He was once addicted, but like buried himself into a coffin for 50 years to like purge himself.
There he is. He looks like a rat, man. He looks like Nosferatu mixed with a bat, which is probably what they were going for.
But superior vampires are extremely powerful. You don't want to fuck with a superior vampire because even most talented witchers get slaughtered by superior vampires. They're that strong.
Awesome.
Wow.
Like Detlef, the main villain of the Blood and Wine DLC, he has the power control inferior vampires. In the final battle, there's like swarms of inferior vampires, catachans, and like bruxas, and every single type of vampire running and flying over the city of Beauclair.
Mm.
They're like the capital city of Beauclair. It's awesome. It looks great.
Okay.
There's hundreds of thousands of them.
I'm gonna try just looking up superior vampire. I spelled vampire wrong. There we go. There you go. See, that guy looks better than the other
And that
one.
laugh.
The one on the left looks better than the guy on the right.
I like Regis' normal appearance.
What the fuck is this thing?
What thing? Oh, that is just loaded up on the screen. That would be an inferior vampire.
An inferior vampire.
Yes.
Okay.
Inferior vampires tend to be more feral, and you're sure you're gonna die from it and die from the superior vampire because from inferior vampires are basically like rabid, savage animals. Except for some catachans that can be like have some hints of intelligence, most of them will fucking murder you. The only one I've seen talk are catachans and bruxas.
Why does it have boobs on its head?
I don't fucking know. First time I've heard someone call them boobs.
They look like, well, it actually looks more like a bra, but
You know those things Nanny has on her, like buns on her head?
yeah,
That can look like that.
yeah. Okay, next monster.
God.
I want to see if there's an orc really quick. Probably not, right?
I don't remember fighting an orc.
There's a guy named Orc from the Witcher canon, apparently.
I don't know the fucking English word. Let me go get the list of English words.
What the fuck is this guy? It just says Sylvan. That's not a Sylvan, though.
Yeah, Sylvan! Yes, 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 those bastards! Sylvans are kind of tricksters. The one you meet in The Witcher 3, like, started tricking people and thinking he was an all-powerful old god, and have them, like, offer up food. And they're basically, like, asshole tricksters.
Hmm.
They basically like use you, but they don't screw with them and attempt to fight against them because they are like they can be strong fighters. Oh, the Toad Prince. This is a fucking unique one.
What the fuck? Oh, a Cyclops. Nice.
Oh yeah, Cyclops. Those are fun to fight. Especially the fun thing with monsters is go against a monster that's too high of a level for you. Actually, I enjoy doing that because like you can actively like go and like you actually have to use your spells because if you don't, you're gonna get murdered in like 1 or 2 hits.
Mm-hmm. That reminds me of hearing about I forget. I don't know if it's an ogre, but you could infinitely gain materials and stuff by killing like the animals in the village. And they released a patch that spawned like a really high level monster if you did that.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite thing about The Witcher that I've heard so far, because that's pretty funny.
Yeah, if you murder like everything like if you start killing the animals, there's like what was it? What
Might have been an
was it?
ogre, I don't know.
No. No.
What the fuck is a striga?
I think they're related to ghouls.
There you go. There's the Striga. Dude, like, I love monsters. It's one of the reasons I love D&D so much.
I haven't bought a Striga before.
I don't know. It looks like that is the main antagonist of the Witcher series. Not the Witcher series, the Witcher TV show.
Strigas are cursed beings. Maybe it's a human woman that was cursed into turning into a Striga.
Mm.
And that curse fills them with hatred toward everything that lives, basically. I'm searching for it. Like, oh, the Plague Maiden. I fucking love the Plague Maiden. And they look... Can you get a picture of a Plague Maiden just to traumatize everyone in chat?
Spelled Plague wrong because I'm so good at this game. I assume this is what you're talking about.
Yes, the Plague Maiden.
Love that quality, by the way.
So Plague Maiden, the one you meet in the third game, appeared after she died after being eaten alive by rats when she was paralyzed
Nice.
as a human. And they basically appear like when there's a huge epidemic and with a lot of deaths. This ghost appears, and as the name suggests, they spread disease.
Mm-hmm.
Like wildfire. And they're an extremely deadly type of specters. They're what?
Is there like a special way to kill these plague maidens?
You need a
Stabbing
if you want to be efficient, you use the sign known as Irden, which really makes a circle on the ground that makes the plague maiden more more physical, as to where your sword does more damage. You can also use an oil against specters on your blade to deal more damage.
Okay.
So you stab it with your sword. Okay.
Your silver sword, because using your steel sword will make like 1 damage. But you can try, but you're most likely gonna fail.
I just wanted to know if you just stab it with a sword or not, or is there like a special way to kill it? But I guess you just stab it with your sword.
That's kind of how everything is. It's an RPG, so yeah.
Who the fuck is Jenny of the Woods? Who the fuck is that?
Jenny of the Woods? Whoa, that's Booba. You guys didn't see that.
Booba?
There was Booba on screen for a second.
I really wasn't paying
Oh, right, in Witcher. Yeah, there's a lot of.
Yeah, there's a
Booba in
lot of
Witcher.
Booba in Witcher, I know.
I'm
Let's look up
fucking
Witcher
looking
memes.
for one that the name fucking like. Ooh, the caretaker! The caretaker, he's fucking metal. He's from the Heart of Stone DLC, and he's a thing surrounded by the old good Von Everett. And he fight with like a spade, and that spade is awesome because you can use it afterwards.
Okay.
Can you show the caretaker?
Okay, the caretaker. The caretaker. Oh yeah, this guy. I love this guy's look.
Yeah, he's freaking awesome. He just like fights with a spade, and that spade has a gnarly sound when it hits things.
Okay, I'm not gonna show the IGN guide image. We'll just use this image. He has no eyes or nose. He's like the faceless people from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Though I noticed
Yeah,
he just like he's like a normal human besides his face, right? Like physically.
He basically he was summoned in a demonic ritual.
So he's a demon.
He's what category of monster is he under?
I have no
He's
idea.
he's under the relic category of monsters.
Relic.
Relics are like
So let's get this straight. This thing, it's a thing summoned from a demonic ritual that hits people with a shovel.
I fucking need to wait. I'm gonna lose.
Bovine
need
Defense
that.
Force
I
Initiative?
need y'all to listen to that gnarly
What?
sound of.
What am I looking at? Please explain.
Oh wait, what are you looking at?
The Bovine Defense Force Initiative. Is this the thing I was talking about earlier?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that is so cool looking.
I think it's a
It looks like a minotaur.
Yeah, it's like a minotaur with 3 eyes, though. Which makes sense, because it needs to have vision in front of itself. That looks super cool. That's really funny.
Alright, here's the
Tell me what it
wait
is.
question for you, Cookie.
It's a short.
For any of these monsters, is there a way for killing it other than stabbing it with either your steel sword or your silver sword? Like, do you gotta use like special materials or something to kill it, or you just stab it?
You can't count stabbing, but like there's to me like to play the Witcher game, like there's so much like knowing your stuff and like your potions. Like there's hundreds of potions because each month you can make a decoction with every single monster mutagen, and then you can make different grenades, different swords. You have runes. You have so much stuff that goes into fighting a monster. You don't just go to fight a monster. You prepare to fight a monster.
So, I think I accidentally just showed boobs on screen again, but I don't know.
Where?
I'm not gonna show it again, but it was the green, it was like a hag? Hold on. It's this monster right here. The
Where?
Devourer from Witcher 1.
The Devourer from Witcher 1. I have not gotten to that point in Witcher 1, sorry.
Okay, but that thing does have boobs, right? I'm not crazy. That's a female boobs, not a male with boobs.
I don't know. I wasn't looking at it.
I couldn't.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
but-
gonna be safe and not show it on screen again, just in case.
The Bovine Defense Force is a chort, by the way.
A chord?
A chort is another relic type of monster.
Oh, right, yeah, that's how I found it. Oh, there's Ifrit. Ifrit is a fire elemental. It's a genie type. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, obviously there's only 4 genie types. Yeah, that makes sense. What is a Greater Rot Fiend? That looks cool.
Very rough. I know the French names. Oh, those bastards! They're all over the place. They're really fucking weak monsters. They blow up when you kill them.
Okay, yes, the Devourer 100% has boobs. Looking at this image, that is a female.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
This is a Black Anise. It's a tale of Baba Yaga. It is in the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This is what it looks like in Witcher 3.
Oh, those things. Yeah, they're an upper class of the thing you showed before.
Okay, yeah. That's interesting.
I'm looking for.
Okay, god damn it.
there-
Trying not to show their tits. Sorry about
Oh,
that.
Whamma-wham.
There's a grave hag? What is a grave? Okay, another tit monster. Cool.
Yo, one of my favorite monsters are trolls, because trolls are fucking retarded. And they're fun. I've never killed a mission troll that you can talk with, because messing with them is like the most fun thing ever.
Hmm.
So the trolls in Witcher are like normal trolls, very stupid.
Oh, they're so fucking retarded. Oh, they're so freaking retarded.
To know.
Like, you can meet a troll in a mission where, like, the troll was engaged with the Redanian army and was like, "Hey, protect the boats." And he was like, the troll was like, I need to make a fence to protect the boats." So he took the wood from the boats to make a fence to protect the boats. And he serves you this specific sentence.
The fuck is this thing?
Whoa, what the fuck are you looking at?
Crone Militili?
God, that would be a god statue.
Is that blood?
Oh, the crowns! No, that's a yeah, the crowns! The crowns are like one of the oldest monsters, actually.
Hmm.
Can you look them up? The actual crowns, they look like... They look interesting.
I thought they were people, not monsters.
There's 3 of them. And they're extremely powerful, like madly powerful.
This is a good picture of them, I think. Oh yeah, these are like the 3 most powerful witches they said in the video or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
they
the
also...
one with the red mask collects ears.
Yeah, and then they tried to give Ciri over to the Wild Hunt.
Well,
and then...
they want to eat parts of her first.
Oh, okay, cool. They didn't mention that in the video, yeah. So they're basically cannibals. Witch cannibals.
They're not human, so they're not cannibals.
Oh, okay. They look human. Well, kind of.
They're fucking not.
The middle one doesn't look human, but the other 2 kind of look human.
Trust me, they're not. They are magical beings of unparalleled strength. I don't think even a superior vampire would pit himself against. Well, maybe like against one of them, but the 3 of them together against one superior vampire, I would doubt of the outcome.
Hey, it's an insectoid. LDR.
Never seen it.
It's a Gwent card, apparently. Alright, I was looking at the last necrophage. What is a drowned dead?
Can you search up the name I'm about to put in chat?
Yeah, sure. Ah.
Wham-a-wham.
Wham-a-wham.
Oh, Drowner. The most easy to kill monster ever. What you do at some point when you've played the game enough, there's an option to make every single monster that should be under level. Yeah, well, one is a troll, and trolls are fucking retarded. Like, one, I think he is he?
What?
Because there's one specific, there's a set of 2 trolls that you can meet that captured a spy. This guy is a shoe seller, and the 2 trolls decided to have an addiction to shoes, and have them make have him make shoes. But that guy swears like a fucking sailor, and throughout the mission, it's just like trolls spewing nonsensical insults, and it's hilarious.
That does sound quite funny.
Like they have no clue what they're saying. They're just spewing insults.
Dead.
Oh, hey.
Just dead.
It's Fluffy Ninja Llama. I used to watch them, and they posted something. I don't remember what.
Extensive bruising and abrasions. Broken bones.
Actually, hang on one second.
Dopplers. Those are fucking gnarly.
Here we go.
Dopplers are basically shapeshifters.
We're watching the stream now, guys.
Silver vein. What they came for.
Yay,
What
wham!
they died for.
Trolls are fun. I never killed them because they're just plain old fun to mess with.
Here's Wham
Troll
Wham.
looks like.
Wham wham! That guy should have taken his capture in the dark. No, don't kill him!
Stop it.
Oh,
I wanna
wait.
talk.
Oh yeah, you need to weaken him first because he's a stubborn asshole.
Wait, I want to talk.
Talk? But you come. Or call you wham-a-wham like this.
Exactly. Why do you wham 'em?
Things in walk troll house. Troll say, out mans. but they wham troll rocks. So troll wham too.
So let me think about this for 1 second. Repeat what he just said in English. They attacked him, so he attacked them back.
Yes.
Okay.
From what
Congratulations,
you
you
say,
now
they were
speak
asking
troll.
for trouble. I'll let it
They
slide.
all speak like
this
that.
time.
I
But
love
kill
it.
any other humans, and I'll come back and cut off your head. Understand?
No, words are words many. Hurt head.
Let me try again. Wham-a-wham mans again. I'll swish-a-swash-a-swunk you.
No more troll wham. And this man take, for be good man, and no swisher swash.
Nice.
They all talk like that. I freaking love trolls. They are like some of them you don't have an option to not fight them. What?
What I got from that video was they're extremely stupid. If you try to tell them don't hurt people again, I'm gonna cut off your head. Me no understand. He hurt people.
No, but then he said it again in stupid talk, and he understood him.
If you need to talk as retarded as they are for them to understand.
Here you go. No.
If you
Well,
wanna
you-
win again, I'll swoosh
suck
and
head.
swash you.
You know, real quick before we go, actually, I want to show you a D&D monster, because we're talking about trolls.
Are
And,
they as retarded as they are in?
No. They're actually terrifying.
I don't. This is the first time I've looked at the English names for the monsters. This is interesting.
Alright, hang on a second. This is not a good picture. Where's a good picture? I guess this picture is fine. So I'm not showing you just any troll, I'm showing you a dire troll. So this is a dire troll.
Ah.
The way a troll becomes a dire troll is by consuming and cannibalizing other trolls. Because trolls constantly regenerate. So basically, if you eat a troll, it tries to regenerate inside the troll, and they basically fuse together. That's why they have multiple arms, multiple faces, multiple heads.
But don't they just attack each other?
No, they all form into one mind.
Oh.
But compare this to the Witcher troll. Why can't I spell Witcher? Why am I brain farting? Witcher troll. This is what the Witcher troll looks like. Oh god, hang on. Wrong button.
Yeah, Witcher 2 trolls. Like, Witcher 2 trolls were way bigger.
Yeah, these guys just look like fat humans with rocks for skin. Whereas the trolls in D&D look like, you know, trolls, like typical trolls. D&D 5e troll. This is what a regular troll looks like. The great thing about trolls that I think make them really fun is that depending on what they consume, they mutate their bodies. So, like, let's say a troll ate a wolf, right? They would then have the senses of a wolf. So they'd have dark vision, they'd have increased smelling and hearing. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that really quick, because I'm super into D&D and super into monsters, and that's interesting to me.
If you're into monsters, look up this, because this is an interesting one.
Is it another Witcher one?
This.
Okay. Come on.
It might sound kind of cliche to some people how it works, But I still like the.
Give me 1 second. I keep accidentally clicking the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. So it's a wolf and a ghost?
Yeah, but if you read what she is, she's a woman who's been turned into a tree. But when you cut out the tree, the tree fucking bleeds.
Interesting.
Wow.
And when the wind blows in the leaves, you can hear cries and sobs. And she's basically she's basically cursed. It happens when like someone lives through an insanely sad and traumatizing event.
Ruining the fate of the woman, the woodcutter, and the dog alike. This is the saddest story.
Yeah, Shellmars are fun to fight because they're fucking cannonballs. You know the cannonball guy from Ben 10, the cannonball alien?
No.
Fuck, I was just saying you the name of the goddamn thing. Shellmars are fun to fight because they just roll into a fucking ball and shoot them.
Oh, yes, I know what this guy is.
They're basically that but feral. They roll into a ball and fucking like throw themselves at you.
Oh, yeah. That reminds me of, a lot of different enemies, but I can't think of the name. Hey, someone made them in 5e.
Did you send me that? They're like, I want that. I actually want to read that.
Just in case there's anything here. Don't want people to know what's going on. There you go. Alright,
Does that make sense?
let's end the episode here because we've gone over an hour now and we've talked about monsters for about 30 minutes, all feels like. And-
It's been 30
Have our
minutes.
break.
And I've
Actually.
I've closed the background music a while ago, so
Wait, real? So they just heard. It's been us geeking about monsters.
yeah, for a few minutes.
That's fine.
You know you can find long locks in Witcher 3?
Find what?
Long locks.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it is either.
It's in the Land of Thousand Fables, which is an enchanted book that expired, and everything in it went to shit.
Oh, it's
It's Rapunzel.
yeah, I was about to say it's Rapunzel.
It's like a corrupted Rapunzel.
Unlike the fairy tale, she cannot be rescued, as she used her long hair to hang herself, and her spirit will attack once Gerald enters her room.
Yep.
That's pretty funny.
Okay, then.
Cause like the book that she's from, like she's in the book and like girl needed to go with someone in this enchanted book. That if you wanted that book, it was a whole fucking universe. Right? It needed to be restored to stay okay.
Mhm.
But then the kids grew up and forgot about it. So everything in it went to shit.
Mhm. All right. Let's end the episode. I need to see who we're gonna raid. Ba 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 ba
I
ba.
have an idea.
Hein is
Someone
streaming.
Oh,
said this is someone I watch consistently, and
actually, who do you have in mind, Karma? I feel like you never choose a raid target.
because they're never live at this time. No one I know is no one I watch consistently is live at this time. So
All right.
Minx, Nix, Nintz,
We could raid
yeah,
Nixaminx if you want.
yeah,
All right.
doing Dead by Daylight.
Let me. Do this. Okay. Is it a slash raid or exclamation point raid? Slash raid. All right, we figured it out, boys.
You still don't know how to do that after like 32 episodes.
Yep. All right,
Nice.
boys. everyone use NTR Raid. Remember, follow the Twitch, the YouTube, the everything. We're gonna scare her because
You
she's...
sound tired.
We were just talking for a while, so...
Yeah, but I feel like COVID is draining you.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I want to do D&D, but I couldn't do D&D last time. It really sucked. Either way,
Sad.
let's raid. Pew, 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 pew. Give us your money.
He's big fucking greedy again.